Welcome back. Keeping an eye on shares of Warner Brothers Discovery. Of course, it's in sale mode, as we first told you. When was that? Was that just last week? I don't know. Time goes by, doesn't it? But there it is, up another 3.5%. A lot of enthusiasm, perhaps, around the idea that there is going to be more than one bidder. That bidder, obviously, having been Paramount, which ended its previous approach at $23.50, as we've reported. And I can certainly tell you that there's plenty of activity in the sense of the data room is open. You've got plenty of companies that are taking a look, including our own parent, Comcast, also Netflix. Those are certainly the two that I think are going to be most widely viewed as potential other bidders here. Whether either one of them come to the fore with a bid, of course, remains an unknown. There are gating issues for both. Comcast, it would be, well, can't necessarily use the stock given where it's valued. It's such a low multiple to earnings or cash flow, and therefore do you lever up a somewhat under-levered balance sheet and pay a lot of cash? Do you have to structurally change some things to be able to get it done? And then the regulatory question, even if it doesn't require FCC approval, DOJ, merging of the studios, the fact that the Trump administration has been quite hostile to Brian Roberts in the past, all key questions. As for Netflix, certainly they have to say, well, you know, if Paramount were to be successful here, some of our programming, both from Paramount and from Warner Brothers, those studios would go away conceivably. It would be kept for the streaming service of that combination. Is that a threat? Is the HBO library something that we want to own? Absolutely. But is it worth it? What price? Again, regulatory becomes an issue there. What do you really do with the HBO service? Kind of keep it as a tile. So you can see a lot of questions around this. As for timeline, data room, due diligence, that will continue most likely, I'm being told, through, let's call it, Thanksgiving. And then you probably will see if there are bids and what Paramount decides to come back at as well. This entire process expected to wrap up prior to Christmas. And it's going to be sold. That, Courtney, would certainly seem to be the case. You know, they were obviously pursuing the split of the company. Yep. But once you go down this road, you can't go back to that one because you're giving your shareholders a sense as to what the value is going to be. Yeah. And so you can't make an argument that somehow it's going to be worth more when you split the company if everybody comes and takes a look and makes bids. So
you've already sort of opened that box.
You have.
Right? That information's out there.
You've crossed the Rubicon.
Push that back in.